Who here has ever seen a building? Well, I'd hope so at least. You can basically see human-made infrastructure anywhere in the world. But what if I told you that people and buildings have a lot in common after all? Like, different styles of architecture can be used to build and shape different buildings given their unique and picturesque structures, such as Gothic cathedrals or Roman aqueducts. Different core values in communities can help shape people to make them different and unique, or simply what makes you, you. When we're young, we barely realize it, but the cultures and values we absorb from our environment start shaping us from a very young age, sticking as the values and beliefs where we draw most of our judgments and ideas around. And even though this sounds like it isn't much, it shapes you in more than just which culture you might identify with the most, but it also might help change the ways you handle your emotions. Like the core values, the structural steel beams that are put in place to build a building. Without them, you can't have a stable building. Nowadays, some of you might find it hard to think about examples of this happening around you, since globalization and peace have helped make it more acceptable and appreciated for people to express their feelings and emotions. But not much more than a century ago, expressing your emotions was incredibly frowned upon for men, and expressing your ideas wasn't as common for women due to how they were raised and how the core values they got as children. For example, the amount of women in national parliaments was less than zero, while nowadays it's risen to 28%, showing how the culture around us has changed, evolved, and influenced our way of living. The way we build our homes did too, now having more eco-sustainable energy sources such as solar panels installed to our roofs, and more thermically insulating and accessible materials for fast to build and better quality, so we won't need to take years to build homes and risk people's lives due to a lack of safety measures, like most things from more than a century ago were built. Our cultural values might also change the way we handle stress. A person with a better mindset and people to rely on might have an easier time managing their stress compared to someone who was never taught how to manage it and doesn't have anyone that they can rely on to support them when things get difficult. Similarly to how a poorly built building might crumble in an earthquake, since it doesn't have any structural supports to help it withstand the tremors, while a building with earthquake-resistant materials and flexible foundation and pendulums can resist an earthquake much better as it was prepared for it, such as the Taipei 101. Having strong values and a clear vision of who you are as a person is important when navigating today's society, as it helps people not feel lost and confused based on numerous options we have living in the 21st century. The ever-changing nature of our daily lives comes with a lot of uncertainty, as such, highlighting the need for confidence in yourself and in your values, so that you can prosper and withstand the pressures anywhere, no matter where you are, and you can believe in yourself as an individual. People often say, your body is a temple. And this is true in more ways than one, as likewise to a temple, no matter how many times your environment and occupations may change, you will always be yourself. Your true values will always be with you. And people can change the structures and uses of a building, but its true structure will never be changed. Rooms, floors, windows, doors, they all can be added and removed, but the pillars will always stay in place. And no matter how many times you add more knowledge or you learn more new things, you'll never forget your true self, and you'll always be who you are. Nevertheless, as proven multiple times in the past with historical events such as colonialism and wars between different empires, having an overwhelming amount of opinions and trying to force them into new people is often a bad idea that might lead to conflict. So we should try to all communicate and collaborate with each other so we can be open to understanding other people's ideas and create even better, more beautiful structures, such as in the Mudéjar architecture style in Spain that sprang to life in the 12th century, combining the styles of different religions such as Islamic, Jewish, and Christian culture to make even better, more durable, and more beautiful structures that can be seen all around the city of Toledo, such as Puerta del Sol. Every moment of your life is important, and every piece of knowledge and culture you absorb is a piece of the grand architectural masterpiece that is you. And brick by brick, or stone by stone, you can only improve. Having a lot of different influences and knowledge about many different cultures is key to getting the best out of every experience you go through. And being surrounded by people with different backgrounds and ideas from yours that know how to respect each other and communicate is the best way to get a diverse and useful community. Each member has a large, polished travertine limestone, so that the whole community can be as astonishing and durable as a Colosseum, likewise to the one we have in Rome since before 80 AD. Overall, we're all different individuals whose cultures, experiences, and values shaped into our own unique and interesting people. Like bricks and stones that grow around our core values or structural steel beams and make us more interesting. We can go from a small structure to something amazing, likewise to our communities, which, if we all be as best and knowledgeable as we can be, will be memorable and meaningful for centuries, like the Great Wall of China. We are what dictates whether we will be a sand sculpture that can be washed away by a weak wave from shore, or a cross-century lasting structure, worthy of being crowned one of the wonders of the world. Thank you.